Alright, Shalom. Shalom. This is your brother Ishakar coming back at you. One another lesson. Before I get started, I want to give all praises, all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Akwakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Please, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect and the 144,000 scattered across the four corners of the earth. Shalom to you. Alright, in today's lesson, we're going to go into part 2 in the day of the Lord. Part 2 in the day of the Lord. The second coming of Yahweh Shai, who this world stubbornly and ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Remember out there, those of you who are so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, if your preacher, or if your pastor is not teaching the names of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, it's not the correct doctrine. All right, that's something right off the bat. You know, because in St. Matthew, it tells us that you know, there's gonna be many false prophets out there, many, and that's okay. You know, because they're set up to do the bidding of the Lord, but on the left-hand side, because what they're doing is they're manipulating. You know, they're taking the children of Israel, who the Lord doesn't want, on a detour. Okay, they're taking them. They're not taking them to salvation. He's taking them. Those teachers that are false teachers. All right, they're doing. They are doing the bidding of the Lord, actually, but on the left-hand side, because they're manipulating the children of Israel, who the Lord doesn't want. Okay. Yeah, it's a very it's something that you know, it goes in pretty deep. But what you gotta know is that the false prophets around the world, they're not doing their own thing. You know, they didn't decide, like, you know what, I'm gonna sell out, and you know what, I'm gonna manipulate the masses. No, they're set up by Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to misguide the 2/3 that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai doesn't want. Because remember what happened last time in ancient Egypt. Okay? Back in ancient Egypt, remember, you 2/3 were the ones scoffing. Alright, so remember, the Lord has false prophets out here, not only because they're, you know, just the, you know, demons, you know, sellouts, but there's false prophets out here to persuade the masses and going the wrong way. Because remember, the Lord doesn't want all Israel. Remember that, okay? The Lord doesn't want all Israel. So that's why that scripture is written. Okay, they're not all of Israel that is of Israel. Alright, because the Lord is not coming back for all Israel. And He's not coming back to the world. Also, in St. Matthew, okay, it tells us that the Lord is only coming back for the elect. Alright, and that's something that's not really pushed with these other Israelite groups. You don't hear about that too much, the elect, you know, because this is just something that, you know, the prophets and the true teachers of Yahweh Shemi Shai are, you know, are are seeing, because these other Israelite groups don't really teach too much about the elect. Yeah, they may teach, that you're an Israelite, yeah. But what's important is that, are you of the elect? Because just because you're an Israelite doesn't mean that you're going to make it. So, a lot of people, Israelites, are in the spirit like, yeah, it's the Israelite party. Yeah, I'm an Israelite, Shalom, and all this stuff. Hey, celebrating like it's all good. It ain't all good. Okay, it ain't all good. Because remember, these elites of this world, of this kingdom, does not like us. So we ain't out of the woods yet, Jack. We still gotta go through a lot of stuff. Yes, it's all right. We have awoken to who we are. But this ain't no Israelite hangout, no Israelite party. Let's just be all proud and puffed up. Yeah, we're Israelites, and just go talk shit about the heathen. This ain't what that's about. All right. You have to understand, just because you're an Israelite don't mean that you're going to make it. Remember, the Lord is very angry right now. And he's going to have the so-called white man come down on you 2/3. All right, that's why that scripture is written, Isaiah 10:5 and 6. All right, the enemies that they're coming, with their power, okay, that is, the Lord's indignation, because the Lord is saying, I'm raising up this the so-called white man to beat down you 2/3 of my children. All right, because you guys don't repent, you guys are following the so-called white man. See, but not only that, you rejected the Lord. So remember that, to all you clowns out there like P. Diddy, LeBron James, Beyonce, Drake, All right, so you guys are all, they're all moles. You know what I mean? They all deny the Lord. So there's a very heavy price to pay for that. Yeah, they may have sold out and got a TV show, got a little bit of fame, got some, sold out for a green piece of paper, But remember, the Lord sees that and is very upset with them, because you sold your soul for a green piece of paper. You see? All right. So, you denied the Lord just for some fame. Who are these people out here? Who are these people out here? You see? All right, because people, they want to be, oh yeah, I'm famous. Look at everybody's looking at me. Who are these degenerates out here? Okay, we're surrounded by pussies. All right, mama's boys, straight up degenerates. Why would you care about what these people think about you? All right, this new generation X and Generation Z are complete sissies. A lot of them are disrespectful to their parents. They're part of that alphabet group. So why would you even care about what these people think about you? A lot of this generation doesn't even believe in the Lord. They don't even care about themselves. So why would you care about what these degenerates think about you? See? So you celebrities sold out for that? For these clowns? See? So, the Lord, the King of Glory, you sold out and denied him for these degenerates, for these peons, just for they could be like, oh, hey, look at this person, wow. Yeah, but who are these people going to the concerts? Have you seen the people in that crowd? They're all fat and sloppy. These people walking around looking like a McFlurry. Okay, they're queers and moles, lesbians. Okay, disrespectful to their parents. Don't give a damn. See, they don't even care about themselves. and yet, you want to get praises from these degenerates out here. So you sold your soul for that in a Ferrari? Come on. But the Lord's like, no problem. You want that, you got that. But now the Lord is going to because there's a price to pay for that. You see? Alright, so this is Isaiah chapter 66, verse 14 through 18. And when you see this, your heart shall rejoice, and your bones shall flourish like a herb. And the hand of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, shall be known towards his servants, and his indignation towards his enemies. Because, remember, it's going to be clear out here. Alright, who the Lord's with, and who the Lord's not with. Okay, it's going to be very clear out here. Okay, it's going to be very clear who the Lord's with and who the Lord's not with. Alright, because when the Lord gets here, and even before the Lord gets here, okay, the Lord is going to sustain. He's going to keep his elect, because the 2/3 are going to be bugging out. All right, you already see these Edomites. They're already complaining, crying, saying, man, I was a good person. I'm a good man. I did everything, and now I have no help. You're good to who? You're a good man to who? Your family? Yeah, but are you good in the eyes of the Lord? That's the thing. A lot of you guys think, I'm doing good. Okay, you're not doing good. Okay, you may be doing good under the eyes of Esau by paying your taxes, going to work, being a goody good boy. And we're all supposed to pay our taxes. Give tribute to Caesar, who is Caesar's. But you're not worried about, are you keeping the Sabbath? Okay, are you praying to the Lord? You see? See, you're only doing what's good in this kingdom. Okay, you guys only care about what's good under Caesar's eyes. That's why Psalms, Isaiah 31:1. Woe unto you that go down to Egypt for help. All right, because now, let me get that precept with my other Bible here. Let me see. So that's something that is you guys are figuring out. These Babylonians, these Americans, because a lot of you guys are doing what's good according to this community, according to what's good under the so-called white man's eyes, and now you guys are being screwed over. And you're saying, man, I don't know what happened. I was being a good person. I've been a good man all my life. Yeah, you're good to this community. You're good underneath the so-called white man's eyes, but you're not doing what's good to the Lord. So now you guys are getting screwed over by these leaders because you're like, man, I did good. I was a good person. To who? The community? The community don't give a damn. Okay, yeah, they may say that you're a good person and all that, but can they save you? Okay? Can they save you? See? So that's where a lot of you guys are making an error, because you're pleasing. You're not trying to please the Lord. Okay? You're trying to please the so-called white man who can't do a damn thing for you. You're trying to please these leaders and stuff. You see? All right. So Isaiah chapter 31, verse 1. Woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help. Right? Okay? Because you're trying to please the leaders of America, okay, who cannot save you. Okay, remember, Trump's going to slavery. Okay, the Rothschilds going to slavery. The Illuminati, okay, Skull and Bones, all these royal banking families, whatever. Okay, on the left-hand side, they're all going down. See? So woe unto you that go to Egypt for help. Because now, a lot of you guys are like, damn, these leaders of America don't really care about us. I'm losing everything. You guys have to live in your cars. You see? All right? So now you guys are, crying. These Babylonians, people of the world, they're crying. They're like, damn. You see? All right. And stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel. Right. Okay. So, right here, and I'm getting it from my other Bible right here. I don't want to bring it up right here in the back, in my backdrop, because I don't want to mess with the split screen. Sometimes, I just want to, I got my other resource right here. All right, so yeah, because they look not unto the Holy One, right? Okay, because you guys are not looking towards Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You guys are looking up to, oh, Trump, please save us. America, please save us. And now you're getting shafted. Okay, now you're getting the shaft. See? All right. Neither seek the Lord. Okay, that's Isaiah 31:1. Right. Okay, because a lot of you, so-called Christians and Catholics out there, Americans, Babylonians, you're putting your trust in this system. Okay. Yes, of course. Go to work. Pay your taxes and stuff. But that don't mean that you're a good person in the eyes of the Lord. Of course, you gotta, like Yahushua said, give tribute unto Caesar what's unto Caesar, and unto the Lord is what unto the Lord's. So a lot of you guys are not seeking the Lord. You guys are doing what these 501c3 churches are telling you. And where has it gotten you guys? You guys are getting the shaft. You see? All right, you guys are getting the shaft. So it's a very real thing that now these majority of the people in the world are starting to see, like, oh damn, because by following the leaders of this world, what has what good has it done? You see, now the American people are surrounded by UN troops. Their leaders sold them out. There's sleeper cells everywhere. Okay, but it's because you didn't put your trust in the Lord. All right, you're too busy trying to please your boss at work. You're too busy trying to please your wife at home. Happy wife, happy life. Okay, yeah, that may work for a moment, but now we're in the time of judgment. You see? All right. Remember, your wife can't save you. You gotta please the Lord. That's the thing. And it's not like, oh, what am I talking about? You're supposed to treat your wife like shit then? No. But the thing is that she can't save you. See, a lot of you guys are putting your energy into the wrong thing because you're not trying to please the Lord. You're trying to please the leaders of this world. You see? All right. So let's go to so right here, Isaiah chapter 66 verse 14. And when you see this, your heart shall rejoice, and your bones shall flourish like a herb, and the hand of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, okay, shall be known towards his servants, and his indignation towards his enemies. Right, because you're not going to be able to. You're gonna. The 2/3 are going to be bugging out. Okay, they're not going to have the answers. And what else? Okay, what else? The elect are going to be sustained. Okay, the Lord is going to keep them protected. They're going to be well fed. They're going to be all right. All right, because in these times that we're approaching, you're literally going to see people starve to death. You're literally going to see. People bugging out, killing each other. But the 2/3 of Israelites, the heathen and the Edomites are going to see that, our people, all right, the elect are going to be, calm and collected. Like, damn, why are they, like, they're fine, It's because the Lord got them. All right, and then, the cherry on top is, when, the Lord arrives, okay, and we go through martial law, World War III is in full bloom. It's going to be clear because the Lord is going to do two things. He's going to shoot laser beams on his enemies, those who are not wanted, those who were rejected, and he's going to beam up the elect and those spaceships, the so-called UFOs. The same so-called UFOs that the U.S. military tried to shoot down last week, all right, and the Lord straight mocked the U.S. military, you see, because the angels didn't even shoot back at them. That missile, the hellfire, just bounced right off to show you that you Edomites are in big, big trouble. Because if you guys can't do nothing when the angels are just sitting there and your hellfire just bounces right off, imagine when the angels are coming at you when they get that green light. Yeah, remember, our enemies are about to die in a very painful way. See, so the Lord's just mocking them, showing you, look, I'll just sit right here and go ahead and take a couple of free shots. Go ahead, have the U.S. military, which is the strongest military in the world, try to shoot them down. And your missiles the U.S. military just bounced right off the missiles. Just to show you that you Edomites are just men. You're not gods. To show you ain't nada. Where's Satan at? Where's Baphomet at? Okay, those are the ships of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai on the right-hand side. Oh, but what happened, witches and warlocks? What happened? I wish I was a baller. I wish I was a little bit taller. What happened? I thought the left-hand side was stronger. You see? Huh? See? So that's why the elect don't have to do nothing. Just watch the show. Because our enemies can't do nothing. Remember, let them, let them fire a couple shots. Okay? Let them get mad. They can't do nothing. Rejoice, Aqua, because Yahweh Shai truly won. See? Yeah, but why are enemies mad? Because their kingdom's going down. So yeah, they have every reason to be mad. So let them act like brats. Let them throw a tantrum. It's alright, they ain't going nowhere. Remember, nobody's leaving this planet. It's okay, mijo. It's okay, mija, just relax. It's okay. See? But that's just to show you guys out there more and more that, look, our enemies can't do anything. Let them get mad. Let them press the button, They're like, oh yeah,